gets worse and worse.
I'm sure that's fun.
The funny Americans, right?
Yeah, funny. Yeah. No, it was great.
I wasn't recording, okay.
All right, we're good? All right, Tom Maginness.
What was it like Saturday night, just being out there? And I understand Ben Carman gave you a lot of help too.
He's been great, yeah. I think someone in his position could easily just, throw in the towel, but he's been with me every day, been with the specialist group every day, just, helping us out. He's been a really great coach, great, leader for us. Definitely inspiring. Must be terrible what he's gone through in his final year, but, he keeps pushing through and he's been really good, really helpful for all of us, yeah.
How was it nervous?
Pre-game, yeah, big time, but I'm glad, I got that first punt out there early. I think back home, the biggest crowd I played in front of was probably 200 people. So, packed out Keenan Stadium, it was bloody awesome. It was an awesome experience, it was great.
Did you take a moment, Tom, or were you trying not to notice the place filling? Did you take a moment to be like, good Lord, there's a lot of people playing?
Accidentally I did, probably a couple minutes before I went out to punt, like, oh, shit, this is a big time. But
accidentally, huh?
Hey?
Accidentally?
Yeah, I think I was looking at the big screen that had the sky cam doing a pan of the crowd just going nuts. And like, wow, this is...
So what is your impression of college football here and the pageantry around it?
Oh, it's unbelievable. In Australia we just don't really have anything like this. I mean, even our professional sports are just, just not the same in a way. It's just, everyone's so die-hard. For one school, it's just unbelievable. And it's awesome. I can't describe it by anything else but awesome.
Has it surpassed expectations?
Being a part of it, and especially now playing it, definitely. South Carolina game, running out there to all the boos and all the cheers, it's like, wow, this is real. It's definitely not the same watching on TV back home, but being in it, it's incredible.
How did you go from there to here? Is that journey?
It's a long journey. So, trained with Pro Kick, for a couple of years, and pretty much Carolina got in touch in September of last year, saying they needed a guy, and my coach has put me forward to them, and I had a discussion with Larry Porter and Coach Tim McGrath, and it was smooth for a few months, and then talked to a few other guys for months and months, and then leading up to December, I got the offer to come over here, and 2 weeks later I was on the plane, getting ready to go. So.
Do you know where Chapelville was at the time?
No, not at all. I knew about the school, mainly through basketball, but then once I heard about them, they're definitely an awesome football school, and started doing a lot more research, and
Tom, was there anyone, I know that the Aussie punter to American football, there's a sort of a pipeline there, I don't know if that's the right way to call it, but was there anyone that did that before you, or that you knew or you looked up to? Is there anyone that you were like, that's a path I could follow, that you tried to emulate?
Yeah, my auntie's best friend, her son's Blake Hayes, he punted at Illinois, so Dad pretty much found out through him. And then being at the program for a while, seeing a lot of guys go over and come back from, on holidays, talking with them, it makes it more realistic, I can actually do this, and
Thomas, you had mentioned that Ben Carman has been somebody that's been helpful to you, coaching you up. What are some of the things that you've been able to learn from him since you got it?
Everything from different things about technique, and then especially on Saturday, just being able to calm my nerves, and remember at the end of the day it's just a game. We do this every day at practice. It's no different, So just stuff like that, just being able to bring me back down to earth, and hey, you're really good. You got this. There's nothing different. So just believe in yourself, and
Yeah, and what was your perspective on, obviously, the 17-yard run that he had a couple of weeks ago? Did you expect him to take off like that? What was your perspective?
No, I didn't, yes. He tough as nails. He just went for it, and credit him, he got the first down. Obviously sucks what happened, but he was hard in the line for the team. That's who he is.
What was the competition like with Cole Maynard during the week? What did Larry or Mac have you guys do, and what do you think in the end won you the job?
I'm not sure, to be honest. It's that stuff's out of my hands. They don't really talk to us about it. We just kept going about our thing. Cole's an awesome guy, great punter. We have all three of us, great battle from fall camp. We're all very good at what we do. It's obviously tough, you know, at the end of the day, only one of us can go out there. But again, it's something like that's not in my hands. Like I don't know what they were talking about upstairs. I haven't really said that, but obviously I'm grateful I got the opportunity. So.
Is football a slowly growing sport in Australia? I know that there is some organized football in the country, but as a whole.
More definitely watching wise, like people watching college football, NFL, it's definitely growing. I'm not sure about playing. I don't really know of anyone who does. We obviously have leagues, but they are pretty small, but they're definitely growing year by year. And I think now everyone you talk to sort of knows the guy who's, I know him, he's in America punting, you know. It's getting to that point through Pro Kick, who's gotten so many guys over here that people are starting to realise, like, oh, there's a lot of Australians playing this.
For the Australian sports fan, is there status that you guys have that come over here and punt and play American football?
If you're in the NFL, yes. I guess big colleges, but I don't know about like status. I guess in terms of like Pro Kick guys, you know, the guys coming through, we try and really help out the new guys coming through. It's just more of a thing. When I was younger, seeing someone who's done this, like it makes it real. Like, wow, you can actually go over there and do this. It's, you know, it's a realistic goal.
Sorry about that. No. From your perspective, personally, what's the weirdest thing about America?
Where do I start?
You're probably looking at him.
The media.
Yeah, the media.
He's not wrong.
No. Weirdest, nothing weird. I don't know. Like,
or most interesting, just like, you know, when you talk to people back home, you're like, you're not going to believe this one. You know, like, what do you...
Definitely, because I'm trying to buy a car, definitely the driving aspect trips me out. You know, driving on the other side of the road, the wheel on the other side. I don't know, there's not a whole lot else. Like, it's surprisingly similar to Australia in a lot of ways.
Had you been here before you came?
No, okay. Never.
So first time,
yeah.
Off the plane.
Yeah, straight here.
How long did it take you to adjust from Australia time to North Carolina time?
A while, definitely. I've got my beautiful girlfriend, she's back home, we've been together for ages, so we talk every day. So being able to talk with her, and obviously family and everyone, good friends back home, talking with them, we sort of like set a schedule, so I know, you know, this time I'll ring you because it's that time back home, and we've worked it out.
It's like 12 hours, isn't it?
It's 17 now. 17. Yeah, so you know, it's about nearly 2 a.m. back home, so.
You started playing Australian rules football at 5 years old?
Yeah.
How big were you then?
I was actually big, but unfortunately I stopped growing, so everyone caught up, so, which is a shame, I noticed.
It must be a rough sport for a 5-year-old.
Yeah, it does. Great sport. It's the best sport in the world. It's just a mix of everything. It's just
you went
nothing
to the Pro Kick Academy or whatever it was. How did that all
so like I said, through family friend Blake Hayes, Dad got in touch with his mum about it, and then we contacted Nathan Chapman and John Smith and had a tryout, and luckily I was good enough to get an invite, and then we just worked from there.
So what were the conversations like? I know you said you kind of set a schedule to talk to people from back home. What were the conversations like after that first game with them?
Oh, it was always really exciting, you know, everyone was, I just couldn't believe, you know, I'm in here, like, everyone was just like very happy for me, and you know, it was a good result. We got the win, and that's the main thing, I guess. And to be a part of that was really awesome. Yeah.
What are their kind of impressions of college football? Because obviously, like you said, it's nothing quite like that out in Australia.
Yeah.
What are their kind of thoughts and perspectives on that whole?
Thanks to Dad, he's done a really good amount of research. Mum has no idea. No, I don't think anyone else has any idea what's going on. Yeah. All they care about is when I come on, which is a bad thing, but it's good for them because they can watch me. But yeah, I think slowly they're starting to learn what is actually going on. Like, I still have no idea. We had a bunch of penalties. I wasn't asking what was that for? Like, what's going on? So
how
we
much
always
have
have the binoculars out pre-game, you know, sort of, you know, where's Waldo, making sure everyone's where they're supposed to be.
Exactly right.
And it looked like Ben was really looked like you guys were really talking as you were getting warmed up. He's on the crutches.
Oh, that's right.
What specific pointers or things was he saying to you? Was it just about trying to just calm the nerves, or was he giving you what sort of info was he giving you?
Definitely more, calming the nerves, just, you know, realizing it's something you do every day. Some you do at practice every day.
That's a quarterback.
Yeah. Some you do at practice every day. It's just, nothing changes. Like, people say practice is more nerve-wracking than games, and I was like, that's weird, but it's true. I get out there and it's exciting. I can contribute to the team, and anything I can do to help out the team, makes me really excited. I'm glad I could help.
With your background in Australian rules football, if you had a punt block and you picked it up and started running like Ben did, you think you could absorb a blow maybe a little bit?
Oh, for sure. I've looked up the rules, and I think I can kick it again if I'm behind the line of scrimmage. So I'm kicking it again.
But would you be intrigued to run it?
Oh, sure.
Run somebody over?
I'll give it a crack if I had open space, but yeah, I think early on in my career, I'm kicking it. I think I'll play it safe.
My last job was covering University of Illinois and covering Blake.
Yep.
And he always talked about how he had this unique style and would try and add a little of his own flavor. Have you found that you tried to incorporate anything specific about the way you punt or your technique or the way you learn?
Yeah, I think so. I think once I start getting comfortable in games, I'd like to try some new things. Just at the moment, just working on that comfort of being out there, which is definitely coming, definitely developing. So once I'm really settled in, I'd love to start bringing out some stuff I did back home and start having a bit more fun with it, definitely.
For anyone who's being introduced to your story, last week, this week, what's something you want them to know about Australia that they may not understand?
It's the best country in the world. That's all you got to know. It's just beautiful beaches, beautiful weather, people are awesome, great food. Just, you can't give me a bad thing about it. And if you bring up anything at dangerous animals, it's all crap. I lived there for 21 years, I didn't see anything that could kill me, so don't be scared. Head on over, it's great.
Are you more comfortable with the rugby style punting, or has that been something you've had to learn? I would assume the rugby punt feels more natural to you.
Definitely more natural, but I think at this point I'm really proud of what I've worked on this time of being at Carolina. I think at this point I'm sort of comfortable doing anything the coach wants, anything that can help the team win. I'll do it. I'm happy doing whatever at this point. Yeah.
Sounds like a joke, an Irishman and an Aussie.
That's right. Yeah, I don't think there's any other team with an Irishman and an Aussie on there, but yeah, it's a great time. We have good fun.
Have there been any big differences from a school educational standpoint? I don't know how things kind of go down in Australia from an educational standpoint, but have you noticed any differences in classes or anything like that?
Yeah, I do find it a bit odd in America. I've had to retake math, English, other classes to complete gen eds. This is all stuff I'm doing in high school, and when I get to college or university, I'm straight into my degree. That's something I've found a bit tricky because I sort of have to go back on stuff I've already done in high school back home, sort of annoying, but it's I would much rather be working on my major this time compared to completing all these gen eds that I have to knock out, but it's worth it.
Have you become a football fan? Do you find yourself watching other college or even NFL games?
Yeah, definitely when I've got guys I know who are playing, I'll definitely tune in. I don't think there's anyone else, but I'm rooting for a fourth down. I like seeing the punt. I like seeing special.
I was going to say, you watch the line of scrimmage, you just say, oh, it's a punt. I'm going to look up now.
It hits fourth down, everyone turns away, goes to the toilet. It's just the best part of the game, the punt. Especially when I've got mates playing, I love tuning in. But even then, just learning the rules, I still have no idea what's going on out there, but as long as I know when I'm up and what I have to do, then I don't really care.
What is something about the football culture that you think is really cool that you had no idea was a part of the football culture?
It's having 120 guys in the team, we're all really close. That's something I don't think any other sport has. Just the brotherhood we have, team, everyone really close teammates. It's awesome.
What was the thought process behind going online and ordering the football uniform? Did you think this is going to be a great idea? Take us through that and how it worked out.
It's weird. I don't know. Pro Kick, you order everything off eBay or wherever you can find it. It worked out great. It simulates as best as we can what it's like over here. Everything at Pro Kick, the best part of it is it teaches you what you're going to get when you get here. And I came in January and hit spring ball and started going out there with scrimmage and stuff we did back then. I'm like, oh, this I know how to handle this sort of pressure. And then from there it just builds on and, into the game. Like I ran out there, with full confidence in myself because I've been in those situations. It's because it's a full credit to Drew. He's been awesome. He's an awesome snapper, awesome guy. And then everyone on protection, all the gunners. I wouldn't have punted as I did because of them. Everyone was great on Saturday.
And you had to learn to put on the uniform, right? I mean, was that?
It's a long process. Even now, those uniforms are very tight. So it takes me a good, because we warm up and then we come in, we have to get our pads on to go back out there, and I'm spending all that time getting the damn pad over my head. So it's still learning that. And it's all part of it. It's all fun.
Do you think you got to pay for the uniforms?
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope not.
Coach Brown mentioned something like that.
Can we wrap? Tom, are we good?
One more real fast.
Yeah, go.
Aside from punting, what is your favorite part about watching football? What part of the game do you really enjoy?
A deep QB throw to Tez, JJ, any of those guys. That's the best part. Getting the crowd up. That's definitely the best atmosphere I've seen ever at a game. Seeing the crowd get up, seeing the crowd on big third downs. It's our 12th minute. Having a massive crowd behind you, it helps tremendously. That's just the best part of it. Is, the crowd and everyone getting up, and obviously it helps when you're 6-0. But just if you listen, just keep coming to the games. We'll keep winning. It's a great time. Yeah.
What's your girlfriend's name, just so we can put it in there?
Claudia.
Claudia.
With a K. Yeah.
With a K?
Yes, that's right.
Spell it for us. K-L-A?
K-L-A-U-D-I-A.
Okay. All right.
Hope I got that right.
Okay.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it, Tom. Good.